They say truth is a flame that burns eternal, but how many of us are willing to be consumed by it? This is the tale of those who seek and the one who found. In a world of shadows and whispers, a gathering of moths convened, their wings fluttered with excitement, their antennae twitching with anticipation. For tonight, they spoke of something extraordinary, a flame unlike any other, not just a source of light, not merely a beacon in the darkness, but something more. The eldest moth, his wings tattered by time, called the meeting to order. "Friends," he began, his voice barely above a whisper, "we've all heard the rumors, the stories, the legends." A hush fell over the assembly. "Tell us," they urged. "What have you heard of this wondrous flame?" One by one, they stepped forward, each eager to share their piece of the puzzle. A young moth, his wings still soft with youth, spoke first. "I've seen it from afar," he declared, his voice trembling with excitement. "It glows like the sun itself, but gentler, more inviting." The others murmured in awe. Another moth, her patterns intricate and bold, fluttered forward. "I dared to fly closer," she boasted proudly. "I felt its warmth caress my wings. It's powerful, yes, but also alluring." The crowd buzzed with speculation. Each moth had a theory, a belief, a conviction. Some spoke of danger, others of enlightenment. Some warned of getting too close, while others urged to embrace it fully. But in the corner, silent and still, sat one moth. His wings were neither young nor old, neither plain nor ornate. He listened, he observed, but he did not speak. As the night wore on, the debate grew heated. "We must approach it with caution," cried one. "No, we must embrace it wholeheartedly," argued another. "It's too dangerous. It's our destiny." The silent moth watched it all, his eyes reflecting the passion of his kin, and then, without a word, he stood. The others fell silent, curious about what wisdom this quiet one might share, but he offered no grand speech, no profound insight. Instead, he simply spread his wings and took flight, straight towards the flame they had all been discussing. For a breathtaking moment, the assembly watched in awe. The moth's wings glimmered as he approached the radiant light. Closer and closer he flew, until he vanished into the heart of the flame. A collective gasp echoed through the gathering. "He's gone!" some cried in horror. "How foolish!" others lamented. "He flew too close." But the eldest moth, his eyes glistening with understanding, shook his head slowly. "No," he said, his voice filled with a mixture of sorrow and admiration. "We are the foolish ones, we who have stayed too far." The assembly fell into a contemplative silence. What had they witnessed, a tragedy, or something far more profound? As the night deepened, the moths dispersed, each lost in thought. Some clung tighter to their beliefs, convinced that caution was the wisest path. Others felt a stirring in their hearts, a call to adventure they had long ignored. But all of them, in some way, were changed, for they had seen something rare and beautiful that night. Not just a moth flying into a flame, but a soul embracing truth, regardless of the cost. In the days that followed, whispers spread wider. Stories of the moth who dared, the one who didn't just speak of the flame, but became one with it. Some called him a fool, others a hero, but perhaps he was neither. Perhaps he was simply one who understood that to truly know something, you must become it. And so, the legend grew, of the candle that burned eternal, and the moth who became more than just a seeker of light. He became the light itself. In quiet moments, when the world grows still, some say you can still hear the whisper of his wings, a reminder that truth is not found in distant observations or cautious theories, but in the courage to embrace it fully, even if it means being consumed. For in that consumption, that transformation, we find something greater than ourselves. We find the very essence of what it means to truly live, to burn bright, if only for a moment, to illuminate the world, even as we fade. And perhaps, in doing so, we become the very thing we sought all along. The candle and the moth, the seeker and the sought, united in a dance of light and shadow that continues to inspire and challenge us all. So the next time you see a flame flickering in the darkness, remember this tale and ask yourself, are you content to observe from afar, or will you dare to fly closer, to feel the warmth, embrace the light, and perhaps become the flame itself? The choice, as always, is yours. But remember, in the dance between the candle and the moth, there are no spectators, only participants, and in that participation, we find our truth. our purpose, our light. So spread your wings, dear seeker, the flame awaits. And who knows, perhaps in your journey you'll inspire others to take flight as well. For that is the true power of the candle and the moth, not just in the individual transformation, but in the ripples it creates, the light it spreads, the hearts it ignites. And in a world often shrouded in darkness, what greater gift can we offer than to become a beacon for others? So let the tale of the candle and the moth be more than just a story. Let it be a call, a challenge, an invitation to seek your own flame, to embrace your own truth, and to burn bright no matter the cost. For in that burning, we find our purpose, our passion, our place in the grand tapestry of existence. And isn't that, after all, what we're all truly seeking? Thank you for your time, and see you next time.